Marami nga ang nagulat sa lumabas na balita na di umano'y kritikal ang lagay ni Sara Diskaya. Ito nga daw ay matapos itong pagbabarilin sa loob mismo ng kanyang luxury car. Samantala narito panoorin ang video na di umano'y ugat kung bakit ito pinagbanaril.
Man, just the two names of the dealers. Dealer ako ng kotse, kaya ako alam yan eh. Sino yung dalawa? Pinagkukunan mo ng luxury cars?
Free Bell Enterprises and Free Bell Enterprises and yung isa Auto Art.
Auto Art.
Yes
Okay.
po.
Thank you. Sen Risa, sorry kasi nalagpasan ko si Senator Bato pala.
Kung gayon, Mr. Chair, I will wait. Pero kung gayon,
Tapos,
ma-follow up ko lang ngayon yung naitanong ko kay DPWH bago po
kasi let me go there kasi si Secretary Bonoan just resigned and his resignation was accepted by President. Gusto ka nga naming tanungin, Secretary, total kare-resign mo lang naman kahapon. Gusto mo pa bang ikaw ang sasagot o you would like to beg off and allow somebody or have you deputized an official with you today na siya nang magsasalita in your behalf para kung gusto mo nang mag-beg off, it's up to you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, Your Honor. Your Honor, I just want to make a manifestation that on account of the subpoena ad testificandum that I was served for this hearing, I just wish to make that on record that the President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has accepted my resignation as Secretary of Public Works and Highways on effective today, September 1, 2025. And
so what is your pleasure, sir?
in view of this circumstance, Your Honor, that effective today, September 1, and since I am no longer the Secretary of Public Works and Highways and I don't have the official capacity to represent the department, that I may be excused on the proceedings at this point in time, Your Honor.
We can do that, Mr.
Mr.
Secretary, and we will thank you for having raised our inquiry today. But we expect that you have, before you finally exited from the public office, I think you have deputized somebody who will represent the entire department for questioning before this inquiry today. Have you done that?
Your Honor, the people that had been invited from the department are all here, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Senator Risa.
Mr. Chair, bagamat gaya ng sinabi ng Chair at ni former Secretary na tanggap na ang kanilang pagbibitiw, however, I would still like to appeal at least dun sa institutional memory ni dating Secretary Bonoan. Kahit dun lang po sa naitanong ko na po sa kanila kanina, if I may, Mr. Chair and the good former Secretary, kahit yun lang ba dun sa tanong na nasisilip na po ba ng department kung may practice po ang mga diskaya sa kanilang mga kumpanya na pinapahiram or pinaparent out yung mga lisensyang hawak nila. Kaya nakapaggagawa di umano ng daang-daang mga proyekto at any one time, particular po sa flood control. Nangyayari po ba yon, former Secretary Bonoan?
If I may, but this is already an official, Your Honor.
I understand, Mr. Chair.
The issuance of a contract is based on a bidding process, and the process involves the pre-qualification of contractors, and the pre-qualification of contractors is just based on the documents that they have to submit, their contract accreditation, license, whether they are they have a license for A, AA, AAA, and things like this, depending on the project that they're going to implement. And then they have to submit the list of equipment that they're going to use into that project, whether it is owned or leased, Your Honor. And then the other document that they have to to submit is actually their net contracting capacity. And this is based on a certification coming from the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Your Honor. So these are the three documents that we use in assessing actually all those who are entitled to participate, Your Honor.
But Mr. Chair, pagkatapos nyo ma-ascertain na base sa tatlong dokumentong yon, may capacity nga po sila, did it ever occur to the department before na baka pinapa-rent out nila or pinapahiram nila yung mga lisensya nila? Naisip po ba yon ng department dati? At sinimulan na po bang tignan o investigahan po iyon, Mr.
Yes,
Chair?
Your Honor, we take into a look actually the capacity and capability of the contractor. Now, in the field, there are certain components of the projects that may be locally implemented. But again, Your Honor, at the end of the day, it will still be the responsibility of the contracting party.
So, Mr. Chair, posible po locally,
Yes.
at least locally, na may mga parte ng proyekto
Yes.
na para doon pinapagamit ng Diskaya companies yung kontrata o lisensya nila para ibang construction company kahit locally ang gumagawa.
It might be, Your Honor.
Might be. I'll just pursue that during my turn to question, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you,
Salamat
thank
po,
you.
Mr. Chair.
Before you recognize Senator Bato, just one question addressed to Ms. Rimando. Ms. Rimando, bago ka naging CEO ng St. Timothy, ano naging trabaho mo?
Nagtrabaho din po ako sa St. Gerard, Mr. Chair.
Ano trabaho mo sa St. Gerard?
HR Manager po, Mr. Chair.
HR? Ano ibig sabihin ng HR for the education of the public?
Human Resource po.
Tapos naging CEO ka ng St. Timothy.
Yes po.
Sino pinakikinggan mong boss? Sino pinakikinggan mong boss?
Pinakikinggan ko pong boss.
Ikaw ba ang boss ng St. Timothy o meron kang pinakikinggan na iba? Di ba si Madam Sara?
Ay, hindi po. Regarding po sa St. Timothy, ako po.
O sa St. Gerard?
Sa St. Gerard po, wala na po akong ano doon.
So
Mr.
ikaw na
Chair.
susunod?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Alright. Sige, mamaya magtatanong ulit. Thank you.
Senator Bato is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Before that,
Yeah.
I think the good secretary is asking to be excused. You're excused, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Personally, I would like
participation.
to thank you for coming over. Bagamat hindi na po kayo ang kalihim ng DPWH. Thank you for attending.
Thank you
and
so very
respecting
much.
the subpoena of this institution, the Senate.
Thank you so very much, Your Honor, and thank you for the opportunity that
And
you
good
have
luck
given me.
in your future journey.
Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Senator Bato.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, may I request the presence of MG Samidan Construction? Dito ba? I was informed
I'm here, Your Honor.
is around. MG Samidan. Ay, yes, ma'am.
I'm here for Your Honor.
Since your registration as corporation,
Construction. In 1991, it was started by my husband as a authorized managing officer. Tapos nung namatay po siya noong 2007, I have to register again. But yung trade name po namin, yung trade name po ng asawa ko, yun pong ginamit namin. And this is a sole proprietorship company po, sir. In 2019, though, I've registered this company, but it's MG Samidan Construction and Development Corporation with the purpose sana of incorporating po, may magpa-transition sana sa corporation yung sole proprietorship. But nung nangyari na po yung COVID, hindi na po natuloy. So we have been using this sole proprietorship company until today, sir, Your Honor.
yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. Dito muna tayo mag-focus sa 5.02 billion from 2022 to 2025. Saan po itong mga flood control projects na ito makikita?
Mostly sa CAR po, Your Honor.
Lahat ito, Cordillera region?
With yung may nearby provinces lang po sa may La Union at Pangasinan. Pero mostly po sa Car region po.
Direktahin na kita, ma'am. Itong flood control projects niyo na ito, na 5.02 billion pesos. Mayroon bang ghost project nito?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So kung isa-isahin natin yan, puntahan natin from lahat ng ginawa nyo, from 2022 up to 2025, wala talaga tayong ma-identify na ghost project.
Wala po, Your Honor.
So, thank you for that answer. I hope so na wala. Otherwise, kung may makita tayo later on, you are under oath. I suppose you know the consequences.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. At
Thank you po.
Gaan yung pick up. Yung accreditation ninyo na ganito, nag-start lang sila sa 250,000 pesos. Hindi kayo nagulat na within a span of 2019, tapos pagdating ng 2022, 3 years. 2019 to 2022, 3 years. Biglang nakakuha sila ng billion na projects. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka nito?
Your Honor, PICAP doesn't have an idea regarding the projects that a certain company secures. Like I said, we are not...
Di ba kayo ang mag-accredit ng ano yun? Yung 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, gano'n ba yun?
Yes, sir. We do the accreditation in terms of category and ARCC. But it is the basis for the implementing agency to qualify that particular contractor on the basis of the categorization and the ARCC. Categorization from E to quadruple A is a measure of the capacity of a contracting company. But like medium A, small a, large B is a measure of the capability of the company. So that means that even if you are a quadruple A company, if your ARCC is small a, then you cannot do billions and billions of projects. And for example, medium A is only until 150 M. So that is on a per contract basis, Your Honor. So every time they bid, they're only allowed to bid for a project until 150 M.
Chairman, I think the question of Senator Bato, with a company having a 250,000 paid up capital, that very minuscule amount paid up capital doesn't come into the picture in issuing a categorization for her license? Wala bang bearing yun? Yun ang tanong niya.
Your Honor, the basis of financial of a worth of a company is based on its net worth. Yeah, its net worth in 2019 was 39,484,000. Yeah. Now, the 250,000 pertains to their corporation, but until now, they don't have a license for their corporation.
What do you mean? What corporation? Itong
Samidan, Your Honor.
Samidan?
Yeah.
Walang lisensya ito?
No, they have sole proprietorship, Your Honor. They do not have a license for their corporation. Is that correct, ma'am?
Okay.
So you are saying that even a sole proprietorship can be given license by the PICAB?
Yes, Your Honor. There is no prohibition.
Notwithstanding the fact that he or the company has only 250,000 paid up capital, according to Senator Bato. First of all, what is the category of your license?
If I may explain it po.
Hindi, anong category nyo ba?
General Engineering A. But we are not using the corporation po. We are using the sole proprietorship. The corporation.
Yeah, I think that's very clear already. Yes. Wala pa kayong lisensya. So ang ginagamit nyo is sole proprietorship. Ang tinatanong namin, ano pong category ng inyong lisensya?
It's registered at PICAP as General Engineering A po.
A.
A po, yes po, Your Honor.
So pagka A po kayo, ang allowable range of contract is only 300 million. Tama?
Sir, nakakabid po kami according to experience and according po sa sinabi.
Doesn't matter kasi merong merong range eh.
Yes.
Kapag ka quadruple A ka or triple A up to large B, merong yan eh. That will be 450 billion. Ngayon ang tinatanong kasi Senator Bato sa nakikita ko, nakakakuha ka ba more than or up to 300 million?
Ay, hindi po, Your Honor.
Hindi, kasi lalabas ito.
Yes,
You are under oath kapag napatunayan na with your category A, nakakuha ka ng more than 300 million, then you will be charged as lying. Baka makontempt ka. So, nakakasiguro ka na hindi ka nakakuha ng 300 million?
Isang single project po yun, Your Honor.
Di ba yan ang usapan, Mr. Chair?
Yes, sir. For a category A contractor with an equivalent size range
So,
of medium B, they can
ang
bid up
sinasabi
to
niya,
300
hindi siya nakakakuha ng more than 300 million. Tama?
Na single project po, Your Honor.
Senator
Yeah, just be sure, ma'am, kasi within a span of 3 years, 5.022 billion. Pag didetalyahin natin yan, baka mamaya may lalabas dyan na more than 300. I'm just cautioning you.
Kasi pag ang ginawa mo, binrecap mo, ito yung splitting of contract. Halimbawa, 500 million. Ang ginawa mo in cahoots with the DPWH district engineer, 100, 100, 100, o in-split mo yung contract. Then you were able to circumvent the law. So you have to be very careful. Baka sinasabi mo per contract. Oo nga, pero in-split ninyo because malalaman po namin yun eh. In the end, you will be confronted with the reality na nagsinungaling po kayo dito. Kaya sinasabi namin kanina pa, yung totohanan lang. So, wala kayong in-split na contract?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Oh, sige, tingnan natin. Senator
Yeah, Mr. Chair, according to records, ma'am, you have 58 flood control projects totaling to 5.022 billion. So, siguruhin po ninyo na out of the 58, walang lampas sa 300 doon. Otherwise, 58 flood control projects. Dali lang.
Mr. Chairman, imposible. 5 billion,
5 billion divided by 58.
Oh.
Let me help you, madam.
Thank you, Your Honor.
2024, ilan po ang flood control projects ninyo? 2024, last year.
I'm not aware po sa numbers, but since 20...
Hindi po kita matutulungan kung hindi nyo alam.
Yeah.
2024, ilan po yung projects ninyo? Lahat?
Sa flood control projects po, from 2022 to 2024.
Hindi nga 2024 lang para sandali lang tayo.
I cannot recall for...
O ngayon, 2025, ilan ang pinoprosecute ninyong flood control projects?
Sa ngayon pong 2025, wala pong na-award.
Wala kayong project ngayon?
Sa flood control po, Your Honor.
2024, hindi mo ma-recall?
Yes, what I prepared is only from 2022 to 2025 that we have 58 flood control projects po, Your Honor.
Were you able to execute several projects at the same time? Halimbawa, sa isang taon, 10 ang inyong ginagawa. Pwede ba yun?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Sabihin na lang natin 10 ang projects nyo in 2024. Ilan pong technical people ang hawak ninyo to dedicate them sa 10 projects which you are executing all at the same time?
We have several people po.
I'm not
technical
talking
people.
about several people. I'm talking about technical people and technical equipment. Each project must have dedicated personnel.
We
Project A, for example, meron kang 5 na engineers dyan. Iba-iba ang katungkulan yan. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yon sa ibang project.
Yes po, Your
O, 10 yun. Sabi kanina, inamin mo, there are 10 simultaneous projects being undertaken by your company. Ang ibig mo ang sabihin, kung 5 tao yon, meron ka 50 engineers?
May organizational chart po na nakalagay doon.
Madam, I'm not talking of the organizational structure. We're talking about your ability to execute 10 projects at the same time. Lalong-lalo na, yung iba nasa Mindanao, yung iba nasa Cebu, yung iba nasa Baguio, isa sa Batangas. You cannot do that. Otherwise, magsisinungaling ka dito. Kasi malalaman po natin ito. Kaya ganito yung pagtatanong namin para makita natin. Kasi kapag sinabi mong you can execute 10 projects in 1 year, kailangan mong magkaroon at the very least 50 engineers. Kasi ang gagawin ninyo, yung nakadedicate sa Project A, yun din ang Project B, Project C. Hindi po pwede yun. Sa kontrata po at sa batas, hindi pwede yun. So kung meron kang 100 engineers sa pool mo, nabayaran mo lang ba ng 100,000 na isang... You will have an overhead of about 10 million per month. Hindi kakayanin ng isang kumpanya yun. So lilitaw po at lilitaw. Yun po yung tinatanong ni Senator Bato. Sir, continue.
Mr. Chair, 58 within 3 years. So hindi lang 10 yan kung divided by 3 yung 58. Example. Thank you.
10 example lang, sasabit ka na eh.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair.
With the indulgence of the gentleman from Davao, Mr. Chair, may we invite the Government Procurement Policy Board or GPBB? Kasi po, Mr. Chair, dito po sa listahan na hawak ko rito, isa si MG Samidan Construction na sinasabi sa GPBB ay may poor, unsatisfactory CPS rating. Yan po ang sabi at ilan pa mga kumpanya rito. So can we invite them? Kasi ang tanong po, na blacklist na pala ito. Kasi ang sinasabi po dito, ang guidelines po ng GPBB, pag ikaw may unsatisfactory na performance or poor CPS rating, dapat ikaw ay not allowed anymore to join and receive flood control projects. So may we invite this board para magpaliwanag? Kasi kasama po si Samidan dun, sir, na sinasabi na had poor, unsatisfactory CPS rating at iba pang kumpanya, Equiparco, kasama din po, Tiki, Alertiki, Hightone, Road Edge, Sunwest, Legacy, EGB Construction. Ito po kailangan ho siguro may magpaliwanag dito bakit pinapayagan na makatanggap ng flood control projects when in fact they were already deemed yung kanilang proyekto unsatisfactory, Mr. Chair, at bakit nakakuha pa rin ito ng proyekto mula sa DPWH, Mr. Chair. So may we invite the GPBB to join us on the next hearing, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Senator. And before we continue, let me acknowledge Senator Mark Villar's presence. So, continue, Senator Bato.
Yes, last question, Mr. Chair. Last question.
You still have 1 minute.
Yeah. Andito bang COA? Sinong COA representative?
Morning po, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. This is on ghost projects already paid. BIR Commissioner Romeo Lumagi Jr. said contractors found guilty of under-declaration or evading taxes will not be issued updated tax clearances. effectively disqualifying them from future government projects and suspending settlement of their current contracts. He addressed reports on ghost flood control projects, which the government had fully paid for and declared as completed, but which, upon subsequent verification and validation, were discovered to have never been actually constructed or physically undertaken. Malinaw na sa BIR report na ito na may mga proyektong fully paid pero hindi naman ginawa. Paano nakakalusot ito sa inyong post-audit at bakit hindi kaagad nakikita bago ma-release ang final payment? Can you respond to that, Mr. Chair?
Your Honor, the audit team or the audit teams under the DPWH has already issued notices of disallowances based on the absence or non-submission of the disbursement vouchers, and dun din po sa mga may technical deficiencies noted by the audit teams po.
Yun nga. Itong mga project na ito nga, na verified, validated, na ghost projects talaga, hindi ginawa. So ano nga ang papel ng kuha dito? Hindi ninyo ito nakita. Sabi mo, granting na post-audit ginawa ninyo.
Yes po.
Pero ito fully paid na eh.
Yes,
so we
Your Honor.
presume na
Yes,
nag-conduct na kayo ng post-audit dito.
Meron na po, Your Honor, hindi po siya na post-audit, kaya po nag-issue na po si auditor ng notices of disallowances para doon po sa mga projects na yun, Your Honor. At doon sa mga hindi po sinubmit na disbursement vouchers po.
Are you happy with her answer, Senator Bato?
I'm not satisfied, Mr.
If
Chair.
I may
I'm not satisfied.
provide po, Your Honor, for...
Ang tinatanong niya po, Madam,
Yes po.
paano nyo inaudit yung ghost project?
Yes, Your Honor. Doon po sa case po kasi ng Bulacan, Your Honor, marami pong hindi na-submit na disbursement vouchers. So, hindi naman, kahit several...
Ang ibig nyo sabihin, nagdidepende lang kayo sa mga papeles, sa dokumento?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Kaya nga po, dahil hindi po sila nakapag-submit, nag-issue na po ang audit teams ng notices of disallowance.
Kayo, mahirap, Mr. Chair, mahirap na puro lang tayo notice of disallowance na klarong-klaro na ito na ghost project.
Yes, Your Honor. Yung hindi po kasi pag-submit ng account, sir, or yung disbursement vouchers, pwede pong kasuhan din yung mga persons liable na hindi nag-submit doon sa...
Hindi, huwag mo akong dalhin doon sa mga papel yan, mga disbursement na yan. Kuha. Kung mag-post-audit kayo, di ba pupunta kayo sa area, tingnan nyo kung saan ang project?
Yes po.
O ngayon, hindi nyo nakita. Ano, hanggang kuan lang kayo? Hanggang disallowance lang kayo? O hindi nyo nakita. O ano ngayon? So, hindi ba papilin nyo yan as Commission on Audit na mag-file lang kaso?
Yes po, Your Honor. Yun po yung susunod na hakbang
Ay, susunod.
po ng
Kailan
COA.
pa susunod? Katagal na, naubos na ang pera ng gobyerno ito, nabayaran na lahat itong project na ito na hindi nagawa. Tapos ngayon, susunod pa. I am so, alam mo, yung mga tao na nanonood sa atin, sabihin nila, kaya pala naglipa na yung ghost projects dahil yung kuha, kabagal kumilos.
Hindi po, Your Honor. Gusto ko lang pong iklaro na yun pong sinasabi nating ghost project na isa po sa mga nabisita ay 2025 transactions po siya. At declared po siya na completed as of July 2025. Yun pong disbursement vouchers po niya ay hindi pa po due for submission noong August po na unang hearing natin.
Kailan ninyo mapapailan na kaso ito? Because the people are impatient. The people are impatient with all this corruption na nangyari.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kailan nyo ipapile? Can you give us a
ganito po siya,
definite
Your Honor.
answer?
Opo. Ganito po siya. Di ba po kasama po siya doon sa ating special audit. Sa ngayon po, fina-finalize po yung audit highlights natin sa special audit. Doon po sa audit highlights.
Alam mo, yung
yes, Your Honor.
mga tao
Opo.
nakikinig sa atin
Yes
ngayon,
po.
hindi pasok sa utak nila yung special, regular audit or what.
Yes po.
Ang tanong ko sa iyo, kailan nyo tumapailan ng kaso?
The soonest possible time po, Your Honor.
What is the soonest time?
Dahil i-issue po ngayon yung ating...
Kaya, what is the soonest time? Estimate.
This month po, Your Honor.
This month?
Opo.
Mapailan nyo ito ng kaso?
Opo.
Ngayon, sino ang pwede niyong papailan ng kaso?
Sir, based po doon sa audit, sir, yung mga, yung mga persons liable po, pwede pong management officials ng DPWH at ganun din po yung mga contractors po.
Mr. Chair.
So this month?
Interjection, Mr. Chair.
If I may.
Excuse me. Akala ko ba meron time limit dito kasi marami pang mga nakapila. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then by 2 o'clock, na tayo, adjourn. So,
as a matter of fact, your 5 minutes, sir, is finished already. Okay.
Thank you.
But
Thank you,
may
Mr. Chair.
I interject with the indulgence of Senator Bato, Mr. Chairman? If I may, in the same topic, Mr. Chairman, with regard to COA reports, Mr. Chairman, if I may. Just a few queries, Mr. Chair.
Queries na kasi
Yes,
nakalinya
Mr.
yung
Chairman,
mga-
because I heard, because I'm sure a lot of our people are listening and watching. Very interesting yung ni-raise ni Senator Bato. Ma'am, from COA, what's the difference between fraud audit and yung audit highlights? At binabanggit nyo, matatapos na po ito. Is that correct? Because that's the reason why the chairperson of COA is not here today, because he's finalizing it today. Am I correct, ma'am?
Your Honor, opo. Yung fraud audit po, ang result po ng kanyang, or report po na lalabas, ay yung pong audit highlights po natin. The audit highlights would contain the significant or yung key takeaways po doon sa ating fraud audit, wherein the nature of the alleged fraud and the persons liable, at saka yung mga gathered po na evidence, ang lalamanin po ng ating highlights. Kailangan po ng due process, sir, kailangan po munang ipareceive doon sa mga persons liable para po mag-comment po sila at magbigay din po ng kanilang panig.
Yes, now I understand. Okay? So, si Senator Bato, tinatanong niya yun, dun sa audit highlights, dun makikita yung nature ng alleged fraud, yung evidence gathered, and the parties involved. Am I correct? So, matatapos na po yan. Mr. Chairman, if I may respectfully move that we subpoena itong binabanggit ng ating guest from COA, yung matatapos nila na fraud highlights, immediately i-furnish ng copy itong Blue Ribbon committee, even, Mr. Chairman, even while awaiting the response of the respondents. And also, once they responded, Mr. Chairman, we'd also like to subpoena the copies of the responses of the respondents as soon as they are submitted to COA. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair, excuse me, Mr. Chair, because the last time I was here, I was only allowed 2 questions by you, and yet mga kasamahan ko rito, bilang respeto sa mga kasamahan ko, they were allowed na 1 to sawa. Dapat maging fair ka, Mr. Chair. Pag sinabi mong 2 questions, 2 minutes talaga, you have to stick with it. You're not being fair, Mr. Chair.
I am fair kasi nandito ka sa...
No, kasi nung last time, sabi mo sa akin, 2 questions lamang. Sabi mo 1 question. Sabi ko, tinitipid mo ako, sabi mo 2 questions. And now, pinapayagan mo kahit na ilang questions. Be fair, Mr. Chair.
Teka muna, bago tayo magkaroon ng impression na walang fair dito, noon, sinabi ko na in the earliest statement na como nag-uumpisa tayo noon at kinakailangan nating mabakate ang plenary at exactly 2:15, kaya tayo nagmadali. Kaya naman sabi ko sa inyo, pasensya na muna. Ngayon, sa dami ng gustong magtanong, kaya binigyan natin ng tigpa 5 minutes ngayon. Kaya lang, I am following a schedule here. Ito pa yung nandito kung wala na si Senator Marcos, tapos ka na.
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, I made the
po ako
motion,
yung
Mr.
sunod kay
Chairman.
Senator De La Rosa.
I have a pending motion, Mr. Chair.
I second the motion.
And duly
Hindi, kasi
seconded, Mr.
tapusin
Chair.
muna natin yung bitin na kasi hindi tayo, na para tayo nagpapatintero, Madam COA eh. Ang tinatanong napakasimple lang, paano nyong inaudit yung ghost? Bago po bayaran ng COA yan, pipirma ang resident auditor. Pati yung area auditor ninyo, meron kayong area director eh. Ibig nyo sabihin na bayaran ito nung walang pumirma na auditor?
Your Honor, ganito po yung procedure natin. Wala na po tayong pre-audit Kaya po, ang nagbabayad ay, ang pumipirma na lang po.
Wala
sa
akong
disbursement
pakialam sa
voucher.
pre-audit. I'm not asking you about the pre-audit. Meron kayong post-audit eh.
Yes, Your
Ito
Honor.
nangyari, ghost project eh.
Opo.
Tapos na tapos pero walang nangyari. Ang tinatanong namin sa'yo, sino ang pumirma? Bago mapirmahan yun, merong certificate of acceptance, merong certificate of completion, pipirma ang resident auditor.
Hindi po pipirma ang resident
Anong gagawin
auditor,
ng
Your
COA?
Honor. Post-audit nga lang po. Kaya po...
Ano nga yung post-audit? In your charter,
Opo.
magkaintindihan tayo. Ito yung inyong charter, sample of services listed in COA Citizens Charter. Financial audit, performance audit, compliance audit, fraud audit, special audit, notice of disallowance, notice of charge, notice of suspension. Among these, alin ang aakma doon sa performance ng contract?
Opo.
Nasaan kayo?
Papasok po siya sa compliance, sir.
Sus Mariosep,
Opo.
wala nga ang compliance eh.
Ganito po, Your Honor, marami pong observation ng mga auditors natin pagdating po sa compliance nila sa procurement.
Sinong mag-a-avail ng compliance? Sino yung auditee?
DPWH po sa case po natin
Oh.
ngayon, Your Honor.
So anong nangyari?
Marami pong observation ng mga auditors natin, sir, pagdating po sa compliance nila ng 9184.
Kapag ba ang chairman mismo pumunta rito, he can present better questions than you, answers than you?
Pareho lang din po yung isasagot, Your Honor. Kasi ganun
Pareho
po yung proseso
isasagot.
natin. Opo.
O, sandali lang. Let us follow the...
Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chair.
I'm now being tempted to raise a point of order, Mr. Chairman. I made a motion duly seconded, Mr. Chairman.
kasi nga kung...
To subpoena, Mr.
Yeah.
Chairman, today, Mr. Chairman, I'm asking it today because they said they
if that will
finish it
help us,
today.
okay. Any second?
Yeah, it was already seconded, Mr.
Oh, there's a motion and there's second. The motion is approved. Then let's
Thank you,
continue
Mr.
with the questioning.
Mr. Chair, sir, kasi yung 5 minutes ko, maraming sumingit. Last na lang, isa lang.
Hindi, kasi wala,
maigsi.
hindi na makakaano itong mga kasama natin.
With the permission of Senator Tulfo. Senator
Tulfo.
Tulfo, maigsi lang. Maigsi lang. Ha?
Di ba, Mr. Chair?
Kasi ang sabi ng, Mr. Chair, sabi ng COA.
Teka muna, with the permission of Senator Tulfo.
Okay lang?
Clarification, Mr. Chair. Akala ko po ako yung
Oo nga,
kasunod
kayo na po ang
ni
susunod.
Senator
Kaya lang, ang
Rosa.
daming ayaw pang bumitaw. Wala
Hindi,
tayong
hindi.
mga-
Hindi ho,
Marami
naghihintay
kayo
naman po
last
ako.
na to, last.
Tinatanong ko lang
last,
po yung
last.
sequence.
And then,
Salamat,
last,
Mr.
and then
Chair.
Senator Risa.
Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Pagkatapos wala na si Senator Amy, Senator Rapi.
Yeah.
Sandali lang, ikaw na muna.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, considering that this representation is part of the leadership,
Okay.
Yeah, priority,
can we find
priority,
out, Mr.
priority.
Chairman,
Okay.
the list of...
Last question, then Senator Risa. Wala na si Senator Marcos, Senator Joel, Senator Rapi, Senator Robin, magkano ka? Senator Robin. And then Senator Mark. Okay. In that order.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Proceed, sir. Proceed.
Ma'am COA, sabi mo kanina, kaya hindi pa kayo nakapag-file ng kaso dahil itong mga ghost projects na ito ay 2025 nangyayari. Am I correct? At you need time para
Sir, for
makapag-file ka.
clarification, isa po doon sa mga ghost projects na na-mention, sir, ay 2025. Pero sa iba po, hindi ko po masigurado kung anong taon.
Okay, ganito. According to COA Annual Audit Report 2023, 2023 ito, it was observed that various infrastructure projects with aggregate cost of 5.716 billion were declared as 100% complete on the report on publicized government programs, projects, and activities and project status monitoring reports of DPWH implementing offices despite the deficiencies or defects noted upon actual inspection and validation thereof. Ibig sabihin po, sa regular annual audit ng COA, nakikita na ang mga mali-maling report ng District Engineering Office ng DPWH. So itong mga 2023 na mga problema, wala pa kayo napailan ng kaso nito?
Your Honor, yung iba po dyan kasi, kinorek na nung contractor yung mga noted deficiencies. Yung iba naman po, nagbayad na po yung mga persons liable. At doon sa mga nakorek, kahit nakorek po, meron din pong mga pinataw or nakolektang liquidated damages po.
So, meaning, wala talaga nakasuhan kasi naayos nila. Naayos nila ito lahat. Kasi 5.716 billion pesos na projects. Sabi maraming deficiencies. Tapos
Po yung
wala
total-
nakasuhan.
Yan po yung total contract cost, Your Honor, yung 5.7.
Yes.
Opo.
So wala nakasuhan ito.
Itatanong ko po kasi, Your Honor, consolidation po yan sa lahat ng regional and district engineering offices.
Yes, I hope, ma'am. That's your mandate. That's your mandate.
Kukunin po namin sa mga regional auditors po
gawin
natin
po ninyo.
kung meron po silang mga finailan po para po dyan.
Salamat,
Opo.
ma'am.
Thank you
Thank
po,
you
Your
very much. Mr. Chair, I'm done.
Thank you,
Maraming salamat.
Senator Risa. Your turn.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair. So, Ms. Sara Diskaya, nasa garahe niyo pa po ba yung mga sasakyang iyon? Pag chinek po ngayon, andun pa rin po, tulad nung sinabi niyo sa mga interviewers?
Yes po.
And sabi niyo po kasi sa kanila nung interview, 40, ngayon 28. Ilan ba talaga ang sasakyan niyo?
Kasi kasama pa yung mga service cars ng mga employees ko that is owned by the companies.
So, ilan po yung mga sasakyan na sa inyo at inyong pamilya?
28.
28. Oh, napakarami pa rin po. Okay. Sa DPWH po, Mr. Chair.
Just a point
yes,
of information.
minority.
Point of information para sa inyo, no? I'll transfer to the DBCC. Yung binanggit niya, nabanggit kasi yung mga kotse, Mr. Chairman, Yung sinabi niyang pinagbilan niya, yung Febel Enterprises, ito yung mga charge ng BOC ng smuggled Bugatti Chirons. Yun yung puro smuggled ng ang mga sasakyan nito. Undeclared Mercedes-Benz, Porsche Boxster, kung ano-ano, 2022. Pero 2024, yung dalawang Bugatti. For the info.
Salamat po, Minority Leader,
May
Mr.
Bugatti
Chair.
ka, no? May Bugatti?
Wala po. Wala po.
So, Mr. Chair, it would seem based dun sa information ni Minority Leader, may iba pa pong offenses, possible offenses na mapasok po sa findings natin dito sa inyong committee report po. Magtanong naman po ako sa DPWH, Mr. Chair, sa kung sino ang sasagot para sa department. Ang department po ba at sa tingin nyo yung bagong secretary, susuporta po sa isang one-strike policy sa mga contractors? Ibig sabihin, one-strike ban, zero tolerance policy. Ibig sabihin, tanggal ka agad ang contractor na napatunayang palpak, pabaya o tiwali. Kasi hanggang ngayon, dun sa 15 na contractor na pinangalanan ni Presidente, hanggang ngayon, wala sa kanila, zero ang nasa blacklist. So, sino pong sasagot, Mr. Chair?
DPWH, there a policy who's going to answer? Yusek Cabral.
Yes, ma'am. Mabuti kayo po yung sasagot dahil madalas din po kayong nababanggit nitong mga araw na ito. One strike policy po, zero tolerance policy. Susuportahan po ba ng department at pati ng bagong secretary?
Sa palagay ko po, susuportahan po yung one strike policy. Considering yung mga events po na nangyari ngayon.
So, ibig pong sabihin, yung 15 contractor na pinangalanan ni Presidente, posibleng pumasok sa blacklist these days?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, possible po. Depende po sa results ng mga fraud audit o kaya ng mga check po ng internal audit ng department or mga QAU report po, posible po.
At ano pong time frame din nung fraud at saka internal audits po na iyon? Para matukoy kung mayroon sa 15 na papasok sa blacklist ng department?
Hindi ko po alam yung instruction ni former Secretary Bonoan, pero alam ko po nagpaikot na po siya ng mga quality assurance unit sa lahat po ng mga regional offices. Yung fraud audit po ay kinoconduct ng Commission on Audit. So sabi po nila, isang buwan.
Isang buwan po
Kanina
ang
po.
fraud audit at internal audit.
Yung internal audit po, sa amin po yun.
Sa inyo naman,
Meron
sa department.
Meron internal audit sa amin na under ng Office of the Secretary. So,
So pwede namin itanong sa bagong secretary, ganong katagal yung internal audit? Yun naman pong quality assurance unit na trabaho, kailan po matatapos iyon?
alam ko, sa pagkakaalam ko po, kasi under ng technical services yun, ay meron na pong dineploy yung undersecretary namin for technical services na mga quality assurance unit sa mga regional offices.
Yes, nabanggit nyo po. Anong time frame po
Hindi
nila?
ko lang po alam kung ano po yung timetable nila, but alam ko po na parang last week or a week before, parang 50 teams na yata po, but I'm not so sure ang pinaikot. Composed po ng representative ng Bureau of Construction, Bureau of Quality and Bureau of Research and Standards, saka BQS, Quality and Safety.
Ifa-follow up po namin kayo kung kailan hanggat maaga dapat matatapos yon. And
yes, Your Honor, Madam Chair.
salamat, Yusek Cabral. And Mr. Chair, dahil napag-uusapan na rin kahit kanina yung audit, itanong ko po kay Director Tracy Ann ng COA. Well, hindi. Sa DPWH pa rin, Yusek Cabral. Pero kaugnay po ng audit na pag-uusapan kanina. Ano namang uri ng warranty ang meron sa mga proyekting ito? Ibig sabihin, kapag po nasira yung isang flood control project, pwede po bang paayos sa kanila at patapusin at no cost to government?
Your Honor, sasagutin ko po yan sa pagkakaalam ko. Kasi
Of course
planning po and PPP ang hawak ko. Alam ko po may 1-year warranty pagkatapos po ma-declare na completed. So yung 1-year warranty po, after that, tatanggapin po ng implementing office for the certificate of acceptance. Yun po, during that period po, kung meron na-observe na mga defects, kailangan pong ipakorek nila sa mga contractor at no cost to the government, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. At kung hindi po nila i-correct, sa pagkakaalam ko po, pinapatawan po sila ng, parang nire-recover po yata lahat ng mga monies or retention money or billing, hindi po papayagang makakubra ng final billing. Kasi alam ko po, requirement po yung certificate of acceptance para ho makakubra ng final billing. Sa pagkakaalam ko po, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Kahit po 1 year lang pala yung warranty, Yusek, at parang napakaiksi po, no, para sa mga infrastructure projects, kasama na po itong mga flood control projects. Siguro naman, within 1 year din natatapos yung audit report. So kaagad, ibinibigay po sa DPWH, kaagad na nakukuha ng pansin niyo kung may sinasabi ang Commission on Audit na mga nasirang proyekto o under the standard set by the department, lalo na po kung ghost, as in invisible.
Tama po.
So, moving forward, sa mga ganyang klase mga proyekto, hindi ba pwedeng at no cost to government, ipagawa ulit sa contractor or patapusin or pag-apirin kung ghost lang po iyon?
Tama po, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, na lahat po ng depekto na as a result of their workmanship ay dapat pong i-correct ng contractor at no cost to the government.
So moving,
Mr. Chair,
yes,
with the
Mr.
permission
Chair,
of,
SP Pro
Senator
Tem.
Risa. Madam Cabral, total wala na si Secretary Bonoan, ikaw na yung representative ng DPWH. Doon sa 15 contractors, construction company na binanggit ni Presidente, meron bang ongoing projects ngayon as we speak? Doon sa 15 na binanggit ni Pangulo.
Palagay ko po meron dahil...
Palagay mo?
Opo.
You have to be...
pasensya na po, Your
firm.
Honor, Mr. Chair, kasi hindi po ako operations.
Okay, last question. Sa pagkakalam mo, may ghost project ba?
Nabi ni Secretary nung...
Yes, oo nga. Sa pagkakalam mo.
Yun po yung sinabi ni Secretary.
Sa pagkakalam mo nga, in your own opinion.
Hindi ko po masasagot na confirm dahil hindi ko po alam kung ano yung nangyayari sa operations. Pero yun po yung sinabi ni Secretary.
So you believe, you support
Yes.
the statement of the
Yes
former
po, Your
Secretary
Honor.
that indeed there are ghost projects?
Yes, Your Honor.
And can you identify those contractors who are involved in these ghost projects?
Hindi ko pa po alam dahil may nag-audit po. Baka po yung director namin ng internal audit na nasa likod makakapagsabi po kung ano po yung resulta ng audit. Because the internal audit po ng department ay directly under kay Secretary.
Alright.
Dorisa, proceed. Yung mag-intervene, madididak yung time mo. Ha? So, it's up to you kung papayag ka.
Honor, Mr. Chair, i-qualify ko rin po yung tinanong ni Senator Risa.
Yes, Mr.
Sabi
Chair.
po ng operations, 5 years. 5 years na po pag structural.
That's
guarantee.
better po, Mr. Chair.
Sa flood control daw po, 15 years for permanent structure. Yun po
5 years sa flood control,
15
years
for
sa
permanent structure.
permanent
I
structures.
suppose yun po yung tulay.
So hindi po tinuturing na permanent structure ang flood control.
Semi-permanent daw po.
Semi-permanent. And yung tinuturing yung permanent structures,
Mga tulay po siguro at
for
saka mga
example,
building.
At mga buildings. So within the 5 years,
Yun pong flood
kapag po nasira o
Structural.
nakitang substandard or,
Yes
or
po.
ghost, it should
Opo.
not take 5 years to see or unsee a ghost project na
Yes
flood
po, Your
control.
Honor. Yes po.
Moving forward, sa tingin nyo papayag ang department, paayos yan, paapirin yan, itaas sa standards ang flood control project at no cost to government.
Dapat po, Your Honor.
Dapat
Mr.
lang
Chair.
po talaga, ma'am. Ngayon, bukod po dun sa suspension, yung sinabi ni Chair kanina na revocation, meron na ba tayong doble gastos, doble danyos policy? Kung saan pagbabayari ng doble. Una, para sa construction. Pangalawa, sa repair. Yung mga contractor, kung sila ay may substandard project. Sa tingin nyo po ba, ideya itong doble gastos, doble danyos policy, ideya na pwedeng suportahan ng bagong secretary? Kasi gusto ko lang pong i-remind, Mr. Chair, ang department na hindi dapat taong bayan ang gumastos ng doble kapag palpak yung flood control project.
Pwede po, Madam Chair, na pag-aralan yan. I'm sure anything po na makakatulong para masiguradong tama yung proyekto, yung kwalidad at yung hindi ghost ay susuportahan po ng buong departamento.
Okay, so i-follow up po namin yan sa inyo. Isa pang dagdag na consequence o parusa para lalo na para sa proyekto sa flood control. Kasi kanina, Mr. Chair, hindi ko nga alam kung ako'y matutuwa or iiyak na naghihiring tayo samantalang suspended na naman ang trabaho at saka pagpasok sa eskwelahan, sa public, sa government dahil sa ulan at napipintong baha na naman. Mr. Chair, matanong naman po sa BIR.
Your 5 minutes is up,
I see.
Senator.
One last question, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
okay.
Salamat po, Mr. Chair. Para po kay Deputy Commissioner, I'm sorry. Okay, I thought I saw Sir Lumawig kanina. So Deputy Commissioner Barcelo ng BIR. May investigasyon na po ba ang BIR kung nagbabayad ng tamang buwis ang mga diskaya at ang kanilang mga kumpanya? Pati na rin po lahat ng mga kumpanya at personalidad na sangkot sa flood control scam.
Yes, Your Honor. The Commissioner has already stated before that all those initially 15 contractors will be subjected to BIR investigation, Your Honor.
Will be subjected? Are they not yet being subjected as we speak?
They are subjected in the sense that a letter of authority to kick off the investigations are now issued by the BIR Commissioner, and it is for service to the companies involved.
Sorry, letter of?
Authority, Your Honor.
Authority.
Letter of authority.
So will be served pa lang. Kailan po isi-serve?
Upon issuance, Your Honor, I understand they were already issued, and every opportunity for the BIR examiners to serve them, they will be served, Your Honor.
So the letter was already issued, pero
Yes.
isi-serve pa dun sa 15. Kailan po masi-serve yun?
There were companies that were already issued LOA, Your Honor, and there are still that have not yet been served the letter of authority, and this will be served.
At kailan po sila, within how many days kailangan humarap sila or sumagot sa Bureau?
As soon as they receive the LOA, the BIR will be issuing some notices to them to submit documents for the investigation, and there are procedures for that, Your Honor, later on when the BIR come up with their findings, and they have they are entitled, of course, to notices also.
Pero yung initial submission, ilang araw once ma-issuehan ng letter of authority?
Your Honor, maybe it could be 5 days, 10 days to 15 days, Your Honor.
5 to 15 days. All right. Salamat
Okay.
po, Mr. Chair. Sa next round ko po, itatanong ko po sa BIR kung
Yes,
nakikipag-ugnayan na rin sila sa AMLA kasi yung graft and corruption ay predicate crimes para sa money laundering. At itatanong ko rin po yung papeles ng 4 sa Diskaya companies na nagpapakita ng pambihirang pagtaas ng level of capitalization in the billions po. Mr. Chair, at itatanong ko kung ito po ba ay tinitignan na ng BIR at in coordination na rin po sa AMLA. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Risa. Senator Amy is...
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman. At ang una kong itatanong, hindi ba may mga audit mechanisms ang DPWH? Sinabi na ni Jose Cabral yung internal audit. Ano po yung QAU, CPES at PCMA? Parating nababanggit. At sino ba in charge nito? Bakit kinailangan pa na magtatag ng Anti-Corruption Task Force? Pumalya ba lahat ng audit mechanism ninyo? Anyari dito sa mga QAU, nasa ilalim ng plantilla po ninyo, CPES, PCMA.
Ang QAU po ay pinamumunan po ng mga miyembro ng mga technical services, yung Bureau of Maintenance, Construction, BQS at BRS, Bureau of Design po. Sila po ay mayroong team na kinikreate para mag-inspeksyon. Meron po sa central office, meron din po sa regional office. Sa pagkakaalam ko po, the regional office are tasked to inspect yung mga project na district. Meron ang central office po.
Hindi, nakakapagtaka kasi dahil may QAU, sinabi nga ninyo, kabahagi nito, may design, etc. Bakit sunod-sunod yung mga Kabagan Bridge disasters? Ano nangyari? Hindi dumaan yan sa QAU?
Before you answer, let me acknowledge the presence of Senator Bongo. And also, Madam, with your indulgence, Mr. BIR, can we give you the go signal to already issue the LOA to the 15 companies represented and initially identified to have been allegedly implicated in this anomalous execution of flood control projects?
Your Honor,
you can take advantage of the presence. Maybe you can issue the LOA today as we speak.
What I said earlier, Your Honor, there were companies that were already issued even before this hearing.
I mean the others who are not yet issued, but they are here. You can take advantage.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Senator.
Yes, Yusek, please.
Kinorek po ako ng aking mga kasamaan sa likod. Ang QAU daw po ay galing sa central office na umiikot para matignan. Pwede pong umikot siya kahit na ongoing pa lang yung project, pag-completed.
Tama. Yun nga ang pagkaalam ko, kaya ako nagtataka bakit napasok yung technical services at saka design. Yung CPES at saka yung PCMA, pumalya ba lahat ng internal audit mechanisms ng DPWH ng sabay-sabay? Bakit nagkaganito?
Your Honor, Madam Chair, yun pong CPES ay, alam ko po, GPPB ang gumagawa. GPPB.
Pero DBM yun, di ba? Yung GPPB? Bakit biglang naging public work siya?
Hindi po public works yata ang gumagawa ng CP, parang contractors performance evaluation system.
Yes. Pero kayo pa rin ang pinanggagalingan ng datos, kayo rin ang nagre-report.
Opo, kapag sila
How does this work? Napaka-komplikado nito, pati kayo nabubulol na. PCMA, ano naman yun?
Yung PCMA po ay database ng DPWH.
Kaya nga how do all these work together? At bakit tuloy-tuloy itong mga kapalpakan? Siguro hihingi ako ng impormasyon mula sa inyo at maliwanagan kami. Palibhasa ito lang ang kauna-unahang pagkakataon. And bakit kinailangan pa na ang Pangulo pa ang magsasabi ng 15 flag contractors? Tapos ngayon, meron tayong Anti-Corruption Task Force, meron pang Congress investigation na halos pinagtatawanan ng taong bayan kasi kayo rin ang gumawa, biglang tayo na rin ang mag-iimbestiga. Ano pa ang pinagkaiba nito sa sumbong sa Pangulo website? katakot-takot na investigasyon, pwede ba kasuhan na? Kaya sabi nga ni Chairman, maglowa na yung BIR na yan. So maybe you can explain to us the internal audits, otherwise we have nothing to look forward to except continued failed flood-controlled projects. So, meron pa akong isang tanong na ito yung mahiwagang master plan, na ilang beses na natin tinatanong, hindi naman mag-uumpisa to sa zero. Alam naman natin, dekada 70 pa, meron ng Metro Manila Master Plan. Alam naman natin, ang MMDA nandyan. Nung nakaraang hearing, yung REBCO sa DENR, nasabihan din kasi hindi naman pala sila nakikipag-coordinate. Narinig rin natin na meron daw mga master plan and feasibility studies for the 21 major river basins of the country. Asa na ba tayo sa master plan? Meron pa ba tayong makukuha dyan sa archive ng DPWH kung saan ang balita, ang turnover, napakalabo? May mahihinatan ba tayong master plan sa near future? Wag naman sa napakalayo.
Kasalukuyan pong ina-update ng UPMO Flood Control ang lahat ng master plan sa 18 major river basin, Mr.
Yun lang? Yung pa lang? Yung river pa lamang? Kapag hindi
river system po, major river system.
Yung pa lang?
Yun po yung ina-update.
Pero yung national?
Wala pong singular, sabi nga po ni former Secretary Bonoan, wala pong singular na master plan para sa buong Pilipinas dahil iba-iba po yung...
Wala ba kayong, di ba dapat kayo magtatag ng komite, task force, ano man ang tawag, upang magkaroon ng integrated, comprehensive national master plan? Wala bang balak na may ganun?
Paliwanag po dyan ng mga experts sa flood control. Bawat river po may kanya-kanyang hydrologic characteristic kaya hindi po ata pwedeng isang singular master plan.
Hindi naman natin pinag-uusapan lamang ang mga ilog. Pinag-uusapan natin ang lahat ng problema kasi ngayon hindi lang ilog ang nag-overflow kung ano-ano na nag-overflow. Kaya napunta tayo sa ilog at sa United National na ang sinasabi po ninyo, hindi po pwede magkaroon ng iisa. Ano naman yung Unified Project Management Flood Control? Hindi nagkakaisa. Alam natin, sangkatutak na foreign financing. Ang foreign financing umaabot na ng 42% ng ating budget, bilyon-bilyon. Ang World Bank na binigay sa ating mga project. Sina-harmonize ba yan? Talaga bang may ginagawa tayong harmonization ng local projects, national project, pati na rin yung ating bilyon-bilyon na mga foreign-assisted projects sa flooding?
Madam Chair, yung sa internal audit po, kung meron pong nandito po yung director ka na internal audit ng DPWH. Nandito, siguro po magandang kausapin natin o magsalita yung director ng UPMO, yung Unified Project Management Flood Control.
Si Director Mon Ariola pa rin yan.
Siya. Opo.
Siguro imbes na magsalita, mas maigi pang ipaliwanag niya kung ano ba ang nagagawa nitong bilyon-bilyon na hindi pa napapag-usapan kasi ang nakikita lamang namin yung nasa GAA. Paano pa yung bilyon-bilyon sa World Bank? Meron pa dyan yung ODA loans. Meron pang ADB. Sangkatutak yan. Saan ba napupunta yan? Siguro mag-submit muna siya. Maigi pa mon, ibigay mo na kaya yung listahan ng mga accomplishment. Kasi maraming nagtatanong na wala naman napupuntahan yan. By way of information, Chairman, may the committee request the expenditures vis-a-vis the accomplishments of the UPMO.
Noted. And Senator Amy, your 5 minutes is over.
Thank you very much. After that, I'd like to inquire about the unprogrammed section. Maraming salamat po.
And it's the turn of our very forgiving majority leader na kanina po ay talagang nagparaya na kasi mabuti naman ang kanyang puso. Ayan. Senator Joel.
Napakabait po ng chairman natin pero yung buong buhay ko dito sa Senado halos isang dekada na ngayon ko lang na-experience na pag nasa leadership ka, kailangan mong magparaya at maghintay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, let me go straight to the point. No, we owe it to our people, especially my kababayan in Bulacan. May lumabas po na yung ghost projects Nakakainit na ng ulo yung flood control projects and 3 taon na po yan dito sa Senado na tinatakel. Unfortunately, wala pa rin nangyayari. Yung 3 contractor, St. Timothy Trading, Wawaw, and ano yung isa? Sims Construction Trading.
Wala
Nandito po
yata
silang 3.
SYMS dito. Hindi dumating. Hindi sumipot. Is any representative of SYMS here present? Wala. Okay.
And
So,
we
subpoena
subpoena
naman-
them
yes.
already, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
So we will contempt the...
We will issue a warrant of arrest.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair. But just the 2, are they, yung time ko, muna. Yung St. Timothy, ayan, si Madam Roma.
St. Timothy and I think Wawaw is here.
Yeah, St. Timothy, meron kayong ghost project sa Bulacan?
Mr. Chair, wala po.
Categorically. Tapos yung Wawaw?
Good morning po.
Yeah, can you answer yes or no? Ghost project? Can you turn on the microphone, please? It's a yes or no question, sir. Wow, you're
You don't
looking,
even know?
You're looking for your lawyers? Wow.
I invoke my right to self-incrimination in your honor.
Okay.
Ano? Can you repeat your answer?
Wow.
Can you repeat your answer, Mr. Arevalo?
I invoke my right for self-incrimination in your honor.
My God, the question of the majority floor leader is very simple. It's very simple. Do you have any ghost project in any of the areas here in the Philippines? Answer.
Dahil may mga usapin po na kakasuhan yung mga kontraktor ng DPWH po at parte ng ulat ng Senado na magpagrekomenda ng paghahain ng kaso laban sa resource person, ang payo ng aking mga abogado ay huwag magsalita sa panahon na ito dahil anumang pahayag ko sa pagsisiyasat.
Sino utos sa'yo na huwag magsalita? Sino? May binabasa ka ba?
Ginawa ko po, Your Honor.
Ano binabasa mo?
Pasensya po kasi kinakabahan po kasi po.
It is only answerable by yes or no, Mr. Arevalo. Is there any ghost projects of Wawaw builders? This is what I discovered, and the former secretary confirmed during the first hearing that there indeed are ghost projects.
Bine-verify pa po namin, Your Honor, ang ano kung meron po.
Ano ka ba sa Wawaw? Are you the owner?
Yes po, Your
And
Honor.
you should know.
Majority Leader, it's your time, huh?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I'm just disappointed, Mr. Chairman, kasi pambira ka, sasagot ka ng ganyan, ghost project. Parang tinatanong ka kung tao ka, hindi mo alam kung tao ka. Mr. Chairman, just to put on record also, no, yung Diskaya Group, ang total cost project nila from 2022 to 2025 ay 31 billion pesos. 31 billion pesos dito sa siyam na kumpanya na ito. Yung Sims at yung Wawaw Builders, at dun sa 31 billion, Mr. Chairman, 3 billion nasa Bulacan, Region 3, if I'm not mistaken. 2.8 billion sa Bulacan. Yung Sims, tsaka yung Wawaw, meron pong 4 billion at 1.2 billion sa Bulacan. May I know from COA kung na-audit nyo po itong tatlo na itong binanggit ko na ito, na kumpanya?
Sir, ito po yung mga na-subject for audit, fraud audit, especially for Bulacan po, sir, Your Honor.
Yes, and nakita nyo may ghost project. Kaya hindi makasagot ito, eh.
Opo.
Can you confirm?
Hindi ko pa po ma-confirm,
Because
sir,
we're going to get we subpoena already the documents. So, can you confirm? Yes or
Your
no?
Honor, wala po akong kopya nung audit highlights.
Do you also audit itong pickup?
Meron po tayong mga auditors assigned sa DTI, Your Honor, at may mga findings din po sila, kaya na-audit din po yung PICAB po.
I'll go with the PICAB, no? Nandito si Dr. Dakay. Dr. Dakay, ilan kayo sa board? Can you just mention the names? Tatlo?
Yeah, there are 3 of us, Your Honor. Engineer Ernie Bagaw, Engineer Arthur Escalante, and myself.
Okay. Kayong tatlo, as board members ng PICAB, are you also contractors, officers, or owners of companies that have government contracts with DPWH or LGUs, sir?
Our company, Your Honor, does not have any projects with the DPWH.
Kayong tatlo na members ng board, I have documents here to prove something, sir. Please don't lie to me, please.
Yes, that's why. Engineer Bagaw, EGB, and Arthur Escalante have projects with the DPWH.
So meron, sir, Your Honors. Is that correct? Yes, the current PICAB board members have construction contracts with DPWH, and I can show it to you later, LGUs and other government entities with their respective companies. Your answer is yes, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you don't think it's not right for you guys to have these contracts? For example, Dr. Dakay, as chairperson, associated po kayo dun sa Dakay Construction and Development Corporation. May projects po kayo with national and various local governments for public facilities like government buildings and schools. Si Engineer Bagaw, one of the top contractors ng flood control project, securing worth 7.7 billion. Si Engineer Escalante signed a contract with DPWH on behalf of his company in May 2022 while already a PICAB board member. Are you aware of this, sir?
Yes, I'm aware of that, Your Honor.
And there's nothing wrong with it? And there's no conflict of interest, you think, among your officials? And there's nothing we can do to stop the 3 of you, the powerful 3 in PICAB?
Your Honor, if I may speak for myself, we do not have any government projects, Your Honor. We used to have, but not anymore. And
I will no longer belabor the issue. I think it's very clear, Mr. Chairman, what I'm trying to raise here. Yung sa DPWH, paano natin napiprevent yung pag-rent out o yung purchase ng PICAB licenses?